folks, or whatever time it is on your part of the internet. I'm Previous Home 69, your host, dressed like I'm about to argue a court case. But instead, we're here to discuss something a lot more ridiculous, yet just as dramatic. Think of this as a trial of sorts, but without all the boring legal jargon. And yes, I did just compare a Discord meltdown to a court case. Stick around and you'll see why. Today we're diving headfirst into a situation that spiraled out of control faster than YouTube's comment section. Our story involves a user named Qkuelk, a confession no one's asked for, and well, more Discord drama than I thought was legally possible. But before you click away thinking, oh great, another internet expose, trust me, this one's got more twist than the plotline from Days of Our Lives. Don't worry, I'm not in this alone. Joining us today are two key figures in this story. One, Myrick, who got hit with a confession like a deer in headlights, and my friend Abysmal Archive, who knows a bit about the situation and will help us piece together just how deep this rabbit hole goes. So buckle up, because what just started as some awkward flirting quickly turned into some blocked friends, bans, and a whole lot of cringe-worthy behaviour. If you thought soap operas were dramatic, wait till you hear what went down in this Discord server. Spoiler alert, it's not just edgy, it's edging on ridiculous, and yes, that pun was intentional. Alright, let's rewind a bit. Myrick, just a regular guy trying to enjoy his time on Discord, finds himself in a love confession he didn't sign up for. Now you think a simple, thanks, but no, would solve the story, right? Nope, things got weird, fast. Jealousy, drama, and some seriously cringe behaviour all followed, courtesy of our friend Qkuelk. But hey, don't just take my word for it, let's bring in the man of the hour, Myrick himself. Myrick, walk us through how all this went down. What went through some casual chat turned into a cringe-worthy compilation no one asked for. Myrick, thanks for joining us. Now, I know you didn't exactly ask to be the star of this wild story, but here we are. So tell us, when did things start going from just another day on Discord to, someone please get me out of here?
Honestly, it was like flipping a switch. One moment we're just chatting, and the next, Qkuelk drops this unexpected confession. It caught me so off guard, I didn't even know how to respond at first. I mean, I was just there to hang out with friends, and suddenly I'm part of a melodrama. I tried to be as kind as possible. I wasn't looking to hurt feelings, so I said something like, hey, I don't see you that way, but let's just stay cool, right? But man, that did not go over well. Instead of moving on, it seemed to trigger some, well, let's just say jokes that got weird. Like, really weird. They started making these jokes about edging, which was totally out of left field. I was just trying to keep the conversation casual, but the more I ignored it, the more they pushed. It went from mildly awkward to, can we never talk about this again, please? In no time.
Now let's shift gears a bit. Enter Lolbear, just another player in this messy drama. Lolbear, you've been a witness to all this chaos. Can you tell us how you got involved and how this situation affected you?
Thanks for having me. So, I was friends with Myrick and Qkuelk for a while. When Myrick rejected Qkuelk's confession, things took a turn. I started dating someone, and out of nowhere, I found myself banned from the server. It was like being kicked off a sinking ship while trying to save my friends.
Yikes! That's rough. So it sounds like Qkuelk's jealousy didn't just stop with Myrick. Did they start a whole hate campaign against you too?
Absolutely. It felt like high school all over again. One moment, we're all friends, and the next, it's like Qkuelk was running a ban everyone I dislike club. I lost friends because of someone else's drama, which is just wild.
Before we dive too deep into this cringe, I think it's time we brought in someone who's been quietly watching from the sidelines, my good friend, Abysmal Archive. Now Abysmal knows a bit about what's been going on behind the scenes in the server. And they've got some extra details that might just explain how this mess went from awkward to outright chaotic.
Hey everyone. So I wasn't directly involved, but I've seen enough of the messages and chats to know that this situation was heading off the rails long before the big fallout. Qkuelk didn't just make things weird for Myrick. Their behavior started to affect the whole community. It was like watching a slow-motion train wreck. You knew it was bad, but you couldn't look away.
Thanks for that, Abysmal. Now back to you, Myrick. After your awkward encounter with Qkuelk, how did you navigate the aftermath? Did you try to reach out, or was it just all too bizarre?
I tried to keep things civil, but every time I thought it was over, Qkuelk would pop up again with more strange messages. It was like they couldn't let it go. At one point, I even had to directly confront them and say, "This has to stop." But they just brushed it off like nothing was wrong. It was beyond frustrating.
And there you have it, folks. A saga filled with love, jealousy, and some truly bizarre behavior. Myrick and Lava, thanks for sharing your stories. Remember, the internet is a tricky place where things can get messy in a heartbeat. But if there's one more takeaway from this drama, it's that communication is key. Maybe think twice before throwing your heart into a public chat. There's one more line. If you enjoyed this roller coaster of emotions, hit that like button and subscribe for more crazy internet tales. And remember, in a world full of online interactions, sometimes it's best to hit that leave server button. Until next time, stay safe and keep it real.